Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear at this time. I've set that intention with this deck and with my guides. So if this popped up on your feed, this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. Let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has. I'm going to pull some oracle and any clarifiers in the extended. If you're interested, the links are below. You can do it here. If you're a member, go ahead and sign up, or you can do it on Patreon. You have options. Definitely like the video. Leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All of that activity really helps my channel to grow, but it also pushes the message out for other people too, so that they can get it as well. And I really appreciate you guys doing that for me. That is the goal, to reach as many people as I can and give them messages to help them on their path. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil card. So the Devil is toxicity. It is self-sabotage. Can be like toxic cycles, toxic behaviors, toxic people or environments, right? So in general, just a lot of toxicity, negativity, just, not nice behavior. So this can also be about like freeing yourself from those self-sabotaging behaviors or, toxic places and people. So this can be, in regards to like an environment that you're in, or it can be just one single person, but this can also be like negative thought patterns, like maybe stuck in your head about certain things. So we'll definitely get into more of it, but like these people are in chains. So this is about freeing yourself from this, maybe feeling controlled, So the present situation, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. So you could be dealing with a fire sign. You don't have to be. This can just be you embodying that energy, right? So the Queen of Wands is very emotionally intelligent. She is passionate, heart-centered. She takes action. She's very creative, confident, right? Like this is about you stepping into your power and knowing who you are, right? And I know a lot of tarot readers say that. And for me, when I say that, it is about like taking control of yourself, right? Like if you're in an environment with that devil energy where you feel beat down, or you feel, people are not being kind to you, or you're using self-sabotaging behavior like alcohol or food or shopping, right? This is about you taking control of yourself and really taking control of your mindset, your actions, things like that. That is stepping into your power. That is stepping into being controlled emotionally, spiritually, mentally, right? So I feel like this is really you just embodying this Queen of Wands energy, right? Compassionate, confident, that fiery energy, and really having that sense of self-worth. So the blockage here is the Empress. The Empress is that ultimate divine feminine energy, right? So the divine feminine receives. She is nurturing, she is kind, she's very abundant. It's about growth, right? That's why sometimes this is like a pregnancy card, or if you are creating a new project, it is like birthing something new, right? Because it's that feminine energy. So that's why, she's very abundant. But this is, she's very creative. But when this is blocked, it is because you're not loving yourself. Like you're not having this confidence. You're not stepping into your power here, right? So this situation that is the devil, you may be like dealing with some toxicity. And it is really kind of taking you out of your power, because when the Empress is in a blocked state, it's not being able to receive. So you can't receive creativity. You can't receive abundance. You can't receive everything that you're wanting to manifest, because that is blocked. And it's really kind of just taking you out of being who you are. Very disempowering type of energy. The root cause of this is the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is about options. It's about choices. It's also about confusion. So there could be like a lot going on, and it could be a very confusing time for you, right? Or maybe it just has you, whatever situation you're in, it's like needing to step into your power here. Maybe you're confused on how to do so, or it just has you very disoriented, right? The illusions that you've been placed under, right? Like that devil, like being controlled type of energy. And it's also about like, having all these possibilities and needing to choose one, needing to make a decision, right? So the Seven of Cups can be like very dreamy, just like disillusioned, right? Deceiving type of energy. Appearances can be deceiving, right? And that's very much devil energy. So it could have been like a Queen of Wands, like a fire sign was blocking you, and really kind of weren't who they said they were, right? They turned out to be a very toxic person. And this can be, a family member, this can be a friend, this can be coworker, boss, whoever this Queen of Wands is. That is very again, that fiery energy, but it's also somebody that is she can be very trying to think, like overbearing, right? So the negative side of the Queen of Wands would be like power control, right? Power struggles, like trying to deceive you in some way. They just weren't who they said they were. They appeared to be controlled, creative, charismatic type of person, and they just weren't, right? And that's really kind of taking you out of your power, or kind of affecting your creativity here. So again, with that Seven of Cups, it's really just about like things can be deceiving. And then you had that devil energy, which is, a really negative energy as well. So, just beware of things that tend to be too good to be true type of energy, right? So in the recent past, what is affecting this present situation that we're dealing with is the Ten of Pentacles. So the Ten of Pentacles is my card for like family, right? So this is like generational wealth, family inheritance. This is like building things over time. So there could have been an inheritance here, and somebody deceived you in some ways, and made things too good to be true. It's also about like breaking with traditions and like family, right? Because it's that long haul, like family and longevity. Sorry, I was trying to think of that word. Couldn't think of the word longevity. So this has something to do with family or belief systems, right? Traditions. So maybe you broke with tradition in order to build with this person, or you were just deceived in some way. And this could be, again, be a family member or somebody that knows your family. Maybe you've left a family member behind recently because of toxicity. Again, it's a general reading, so it'll be different for each of you, but this has something to do with family and toxicity. Somebody is not who they appear to be, right? Like that just makes me think like narcissist energy. Like they wear a mask, right? And they present themselves in one way, but they act another way at home. So your spirit guides or your higher self are giving you the Hermit card. So the Hermit card is about solitude, being withdrawn, kind of going within to search for answers. The Hermit is very knowledgeable and has lots of wisdom, and it's about like empowering yourself and connecting with your inner truth, listening to your inner wisdom and spending time in solitude to get a healthy like spiritual practice, right? So this is about like meditating, really kind of soul searching, right? On how you want to handle this situation, how you can grow from this situation, right? Like the Hermit kind of withdraws so that he can gain enlightenment. And it's being on your own, because when you're around others, there are other opinions or this influence, right? Like this could have been a very controlling type of situation. This person could have been controlling you with money, right? With that Ten of Pentacles. So this could have even been like a spouse or a parent, right? Like whatever it was. But with the Hermit, it is good to be on your own, because you're alone with your thoughts and your feelings, and you can really do a lot of self discovery and meditate, journal. those types of things in order to gain some enlightenment here. So in the immediate future, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is needing to make a difficult decision, right? So this can be like indecision or self-protection, and refusing to see the truth, like needing to take off this blindfold, right? And trusting in your intuition to make a decision. Because finding yourself in a place of indecision is just it's painful, and it's just feeding into like this fear, right? So I know sometimes it's hard to make difficult decisions, but this is needing to see things for what they are and then making a decision based on that. And that's probably why your guides are telling you to go within and do some soul searching, so that you can make this decision, right? You can trust your intuition and that inner wisdom in order to unblock yourself here, right? Because you're blocking your intuition when this person has their heart blocked, right? And when you block your heart chakra, you're blocking your creativity again with that Empress, and you're blocking your intuition. And you really need to listen to that right now in order to take action, because that's what's going to bring relief in this situation, right? That's what's going to free you. That devil energy is all about freeing yourself, and you're going to have to make a difficult decision in order to do that. In your thoughts and feelings, we have the Ten of Wands. So the Ten of Wands is burdens. This is, carrying a lot of weight, overwhelm. You're probably pretty exhausted. You're probably feeling burnt out. And you're just carrying a lot of responsibility and feeling overwhelmed from it. So, and that's probably because, this person deceived you in some way, or there could be family involved, right? It's also about like carrying the burdens and responsibilities of others, like the opinions of others. Again, with that going in solitude, you don't have like the outside influence, right? So it's about creating boundaries and saying no, and stop carrying these burdens, release these burdens. So, he's right here next to his house. So once he gets there, he can release all of these wands. This is like, opinions, all the stuff that you're carrying is heavy, and it's just burnt out. I feel like you're just burnt out. So in the environment, the influence here is the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is about happiness, joy, wish fulfillment. And this is about going after abundance and satisfaction, and then having gratitude for that, right? So when you have the Ten of Cups, there are multiple people on that card. When I look at the Nine of Cups, this is one person sitting by himself, and he is content, right? Like he's got his arms crossed, and he was like, I have all of this, and I'm emotionally fulfilled. And they're worried about themselves, right? Which is not selfish. Self-care is not selfish. So I feel like there is a need to really focus on your wish fulfillment and what is going to fill your cup, what is going to make you happy, and work towards that, right? Because you need to focus on your happiness and, be generous to yourself. Have self-compassion and self-love here. Your hopes and fears, we have the Five of Swords. So the Five of Swords is conflict. This is arguments, manipulation, lies. It's about having difficult conversations. So you're probably fearing having a difficult conversation. You might be hopeful for it as well. I mean, that could go either way, but you're probably fearing some type of conflict or argument that is going to come up from this decision that you make, or you focusing on yourself and making a decision in this situation. You're probably worried that it's going to cause some conflict and arguments here, and I feel like you're just going to have to approach that with compassion for yourself and for the other people involved. But you're definitely fearing some kind of confrontation here. So the potential outcome from all of this is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is forward movement. This is progress, quick action. It's kind of like it can also be about communication. So I feel like some kind of news is going to change the trajectory of where you're headed and where you're going. It's about like ease and going with the flow, like fast forward movement. All of these wands are going in the same direction. So it's like things moving very quickly, and everything kind of moving swiftly. So it's not like a bunch of chaos, right? Like the wands aren't going all over the place. This is fast forward progress, and it's smooth and quick. So this could be communication that is coming in here. It can also just be like this situation will move quickly, like things will move forward and things will be maybe a lot smoother than you thought that they would be, right? Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's going to, it can be like a very good energy as well, right? Like needing to go with the flow because things are starting to pick up so quickly. But I definitely feel like there is like fast forward movement, and that can be about you freeing yourself from the situation and then moving forward. Once this decision is made, this Two of Swords, I feel like that's really what's going to move things forward here for you, and it's going to help you progress right towards whatever it is you want your wish fulfillment to be here. That'll be different for each of you, right? We all have different hopes and wishes. So I feel like, after a period of confusion with the Seven of Cups and this toxic situation, I feel like you are going to make a decision to really focus on your wish fulfillment, your happiness, and that's really going to like change the trajectory for you. And it's going to free you from that devil energy and kind of help you move forward here. I really love that. I think that's amazing. So there's definitely a difficult situation, and a difficult decision that needs to be made in regards to this situation. But ultimately, once you make that decision, it is going to move you forward pretty quickly and help you progress on your path towards wish fulfillment. So I really love that message for you. I think that's amazing. I'm going to go ahead and go into the extended. Again, if you would like to purchase a membership, there down below, and all the extended readings that I do are included in the membership. Or if you'd like to just purchase this one single video, it's on Patreon. I will put the link down below as well. So if not, then I will see you guys next time. Bye.